all of this being played in a circle. So then it should go this way. That's the key word that I just missed. All of it's played in a certain... Wait, no, hold on. Which one of you is... Yeah. So it should be this way. Fucking knew I was missing something.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
Okay. Now with that in mind, I should see if the location of the tomb becomes clear. What do they tell us? What do they tell me? How am I determining the accuracy of this exactly? Oh, grab a shovel.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Where the hell did it take me? Oh. Yeah, that's Oh, while he's distracted, I just fuck right off. Hey, John.
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing
Where's
else
his workbench? It was up here somewhere, wasn't it? No, that's Poseidon or some shit. Wait, is Poseidon a Roman? No, Poseidon wasn't a Roman god. That's fucking Neptune. I think Neptune was the Roman god. Let's see. This is interesting.
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Huh. The mating season, when they become dangerous. So this guy studied the elephants, huh? Their dispute, okay. Da, 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 da. So he did not like
what do
the
you think you're
idea.
doing? Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the
This
site?
is slowly becoming clear.
This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
So what is up with... Yeah, let's just confront him about his notebook.
Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can. With this book, you attempted to plan an attack.
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
And what about the darts?
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
All about rodents, huh? Where is the, Are they related?
I've nothing to add.
No. So, what is your knowledge of the construction?
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
You know, as I listen to this guy talk, I just keep thinking about how much I'm gonna have to cut of me just standing in that circle with the fucking statues before I realize it's supposed to be a circle. Before I read that document. Before I read that document, I mean.
I'm a busy man.
Should I just brute force everything? Nah, I kind of want to figure it out. I feel like there was something I saw him written somewhere. What?
Moving on.
Okay, I can't ask him about his own research, I guess. I got all I need.
I'm a busy
Yeah,
man.
this is nothing. The threats.
Your partner had a very specific attitude
Yeah.
towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
So this was also a sudden change in character.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Well, he believes in the sincerity in what he's doing here.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Gilded cage, eh? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I gotta roast these books.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense?
Oh, somebody agrees with me.
I can read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place. This caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
Oh, it's just flavor text if it's a little non-essential question. By any chance, were you there?
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Can I pry more about the business? I cannot pry more into their business. Did you know about this?
Nothing to add.
No, I didn't think so.
I'm a busy man. Moving on.
Starting to narrow it down just by mashing my head against things. I couldn't confront him about himself. I don't think so. Oh yeah.
I've nothing to add.
Yeah, I was about to say I doubt that that's anything.
I've nothing to add.
What the hell's left?
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen
Really?
Gilden?
No, but he's with
Uh,
I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That
Yeah, I didn't think he would know her.
is her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was dead, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
With the fairies, was he?
That's
Well,
one
actually,
way of putting
yeah,
it.
I suppose he could know
Either way,
Imogen,
I
but I
don't
definitely
think
didn't think that he would know
his wife or her friend.
Paul. That's it.
The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
He's got some strong opinions about Imogen, though. So it looks like I read all these. Which one of these has the picture? think it's just flavor. Yeah, it's just flavor text. It wasn't important. Yeah, I knew it wasn't important. I deduced that it wasn't important. Both you guys own darts. Everyone blames Goliath. It's full of hardships and disagreements. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may not have been willing to see that end. I need to find Goliath. Need to lure him out somehow. And these are not related, I know that. But I might as well eliminate the possibilities. So, let's see. Hunting a Goliath. Dig site. Maybe of help. Fog perfume. Extract the pheromones from it. Well, let's work on that first then, shall we? We'll now perform a chemical analysis on this thing. So, it would seem that we need 3, -5, and 4. So, it would seem that we already have what we need here in this case, yes? Wait, that's it. Oh wait, we have to add them to each other, right? So now we have 3, -5, and 4. We have to add everything together. That's right. You know, I think these could stand to be a little bit more complex. Maybe I'll just turn the difficulty on those up. Not as fun if they're that easy. Okay, so these things.
This fabric will work.
There we go.
Be swift.
So it would seem that we have now collected all evidence, yes, from this location. So now, I require an instrument to the foghorn from the workshop, the perfume, which I already have, and that fabric. So now we go to the workshop. Won't be needing that anymore. I don't need the workshop thing anymore either. I just need to, oh, even though I'm currently outside, I am technically within a location. So now we just jump right on over here. Maybe I'll just do one giant cut when I come back. just go straight into the solution. I'm not normally that small brain, I swear. If you're wondering what I'm referencing, I'm talking about how long it took me to figure out that puzzle. That fucking statue puzzle. See, I got so blindsided by the evidence right here in this tab. I didn't think to actually go over and just check the documents because, you know, there's nothing that makes those stand out in any way. They're not highlighted or anything after you're done with them. Alright, what am I looking for in here? The foghorn from the workshop? Where the hell is that? Yo! Okay. Is it in storage?
It might fall in.
Yeah, there we go.
Mrs. Nini seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Nini won't misunderstand me.
And now, hunting a Goliath. I bet I can take this outfit off. Alright. Visit Mrs. Nini at the intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way. Scaladio. Scaladio, Knights Road, Trinity Way. Was it right here? Knights Road. Up here maybe then? Found Knights Road. There we go. Right there. I'm just gonna use this thing. It's a lot easier to get rid of. I'll just have to mentally track all the stuff that I have to do. Maybe that's not a good idea, but for right now I only have one thing that needs to be taken care of. I'm only on a singular path, and that's finding this damn elephant. Go ahead and get my look back. There we go. Yeah, let's a little casual for now. All right, it's around here somewhere, huh? Get out of the way, child. Here and then to the north. That looks like the place. This statue looks peculiar. It's this guy's problem. Well, could have sworn I was in the right spot. This intersection. Right here. Oh! Well, you don't stand out exactly.
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one.
How are you holding that open?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Yeah, how are you interacting with the trunk? Coal gas shed in the yard. To inflate the lure. And while I'm at it, I can go wander around in my yard and see if that will trigger the memories from that previously mentioned little tidbit in the casebook. Concentrate, maybe?
Garden's much prettier, don't you think?
There we go.
I bet the memories are all flooding back now.
Front yard has been restored. Perhaps it will Bring back some memories. Like what? What am I supposed to be looking at here? Maybe over here? Oh, here we go.
Ah, yes. We were sword fighting in this very spot.
And that time I was the winner.
So, as your victory prize, you asked me to fulfill a wish. I remember we did something the very next night, John, but what was it?
Iron.
We brought a cage with us. You insisted it must be made of iron.
That's because we were preparing to hunt fairies in our garden. Everyone knows iron is the only thing that can hold them.
And I was distinctly uncomfortable.
Mother's
It was a
disguise.
disguise, of course. Fairies are easy to scare off, unless you're incognito.
Yeah.
And every trap needs bait.
What was the bait?
We brought honey and a glass of warm milk.
After 2 hours lying in wait, we noticed movement in the bushes. The fairies appeared at last.
No, it was just Isolde the pig. She was lured by the smell of honey and milk, and ate every last drop. Isolde belonged to Mr. Sim in Miner's End and escaped regularly. At least twice a month we would see him searching for her all over the island.
When pigs fly. Oh, this is John's perspective. Mr. Sim and Miner's End. Maybe we can go talk to him. Doesn't look like it. So, moving on, we get rid of this little tidbit. We return to the matter at hand. Excuse me. And go right back over here. This is now officially a crime scene. What are y'all up to? Still at it, huh?
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
We know that the elephant is seeking a female. We can arrange that. A doll with the appropriate scent might do miracles.
So, you're a marriage broker. Well, I suppose that makes me a groomsman. Oh, she is a bit breezy, I must say.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.